Hello everyone, I am Airav and you are tuned in to the 663 episode of our Here and Now podcast. Today we bring you the latest buzz from the insurance industry, so let's dive right in. Our first story today comes from ANI News, highlighting a collaboration between the All India Institute of Ayurveda, also known as AIIA, and the General Insurance Council. They have signed a memorandum of understanding to launch cashless Ayurveda treatment across 32 insurance companies. This initiative is a major step in integrating traditional medicine into mainstream health insurance. By enabling cashless access, patients can now avail Ayurveda treatments without upfront payments, making holistic healthcare more accessible and affordable. It is a significant milestone that bridges modern insurance practices with India's ancient healing systems, reflecting a broader push towards inclusive healthcare. Moving to our second story from the Economic Times, we look at Kerala's newly launched Raksha-Kavacham accident insurance scheme for private sector workers. This scheme is designed to provide financial protection to employees in case of accidents, ensuring that medical expenses and compensation are covered. It is a progressive move by the state government to extend social security benefits to the private workforce, who often remain outside the ambit of traditional welfare programs. By offering structured accident coverage, Kerala is setting an example of how regional initiatives can strengthen the safety net for millions of workers. Moving on to our next story today from the Times of India, highlights the government is preparing to accelerate stake sales in over a dozen public sector enterprises to meet the minimum public shareholding norm of 25%. Currently, 19 PSUs and financial institutions fall short of this threshold. If 5 key firms, LIC, SJVN, General Insurance Corporation, IRFC, and Mazagon Dock, raise their public float to 25%, the government could fetch as much as rupees 1.5 trillion at current market prices. Officials have also signaled plans to list major unlisted firms like ECGC and IIFCL. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has emphasized that disinvestment proceeds will be central to deficit and debt reduction, especially as fiscal pressures rise with the 8th Pay Commission in financial year 2028. And finally, a story again from Times of India that highlights India's health insurance sector is at its strongest point in 5 years, with the incurred claims ratio or ICR falling to 86.9% in financial year 2025, the lowest since the pandemic. This means insurers paid out rupees 86 in claims for every rupees 100 collected in premiums, leaving a margin of rupees 14. The group health segment, however, remains under stress, with claims ratios consistently above 92%. Public sector insurers who dominate this space reported an underwriting loss of rupees 925 crore in financial year 2025, while private and standalone health insurers fared better. The industry's overall ICR has steadily improved from 109% in financial year 2022 to below 87 rupees in financial year 2025, even amid rising medical inflation, reflecting stronger pricing discipline and risk management. And with that, we conclude today's episode. We hope you found these in-depth updates helpful and insightful. As always, our podcast Here and Now will continue to bring you more such stories from the world of insurance. Until then, take care, goodbye, and have a great week ahead.